So this is interesting. Let's talk about it. So it says Lamelo Ball is a name to watch on the trade market this summer, per Michael Scotto. He said following the Luka Doncic trade, NBA executives around the league have expanded the horizon on which potential stars could be next to change teams. The availability of Hornets guard Lamelo Ball is one of the stars several executives who spoke to Hoops Hype will be monitoring on the trade market this summer. And to be honest with you guys, it may sound crazy to y'all, but to me, it definitely does not. I expect LaMelo Ball to get traded. Look at it from a Charlotte Hornets perspective, right? LaMelo Ball is very talented. We all know what he does on the court. He should have definitely been an all-star this year. But the injuries play a factor, a huge factor, and I'm going to tell you how many games he played throughout his career. His IQ isn't the greatest. I still feel like he's very, very childish, and I just don't view him as a franchise guy. I personally think the Charlotte Hornets are going to be moving on to Brandon Miller as their guy, and they're going to try to get much picks or players in return for LaMelo Ball. As you see, 6'7" guard, 180, 23 years old, 26 points a game, 7 assists, 5 rebounds. His field goal percentage is not the greatest because he takes a lot of shots, but he also misses a lot of shots. There's games where he makes a lot of shots, but there's also games where he's going 7 for 28. That's just not going to get the job done. Also, people tend to forget, LaMelo Ball in the play-in, when he had opportunity to get in the playoffs, he struggled horrible twice. He wasn't great in the postseason. I don't think he's a great postseason player. He could totally prove me wrong. Totally. But I just don't see it. So I think the Charlotte Hornets look at LaMelo Ball like, listen, those are the couple things that we might have to look at. Remember I said the injuries play a factor? He's 20-plus years old. He only played 37 games this year. There's obviously more games to be played. The year prior to that, only had 22. The year prior to that, he had 36. He only played 1 year where he played 75 games. He hasn't even touched 70-plus or 60-plus in his career. Never, outside of that 75 games. So this is a very, very concerning thing for the Charlotte Hornets to rely on a player that just isn't out there. I know we talk about Kawhi Leonard. I know we talk about Anthony Davis. And I know we talk about Zion. But look at the two players. And I'm not comparing them to LaMelo. But these players have played more games than LaMelo. And they're older. You get what I'm trying to say? LaMelo Ball has ankle problems. Really, really bad. I don't know how you fix that. I really don't. So I don't be surprised if the Charlotte Hornets do trade LaMelo Ball this offseason. I don't know what his trade value is at right now. I really don't. Maybe some teams view him a little bit higher. Maybe some teams view him a little bit lower. We're going to see what happens. But I won't be surprised at all. We've seen Luka get traded. We see these players get traded. It's the NBA. Anything can happen. Kevin Durant's going to get traded this offseason. Look at the Charlotte Hornets roster. Brandon Miller, he's out for the season, but he's going to be their number one guy. I expect this Charlotte Hornets team to change. It doesn't even matter if LaMelo Ball is healthy or not. This team is still one of the worst teams in the league. And they gotta figure this out. So once again, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Name some teams that you can see LaMelo Ball possibly playing for next year.